Hey there, fellow chicken keepers. We're so glad you could join us today. There's nothing quite like the joy of raising a backyard flock, from those first fluffy chicks to the delicious fresh eggs they provide. But as with any animal, it's important to understand their health to be the best caretaker you can be. Today, we're going to talk about a common health issue that can pop up, especially for new flock owners, called sour crop. It sounds a little strange, but it's a condition that's fairly easy to understand and manage once you know what to look for. In the simplest terms, sour crop is like a yeast infection in a chicken's crop, which is the little pouch at the base of their neck where food is stored before digestion. So, what causes this digestive hiccup? There are several common culprits that can lead to this yeasty situation. Sometimes it starts with an impacted crop, where tough, fibrous material like long grass or straw gets stuck and blocks food from moving along. This blockage creates the perfect environment for fermentation. Overeating, especially on starchy foods like bread or scratch grains, can also overwhelm the system, causing food to sit too long. A poor diet that lacks essential nutrients can weaken a chicken's digestive tract, making it more susceptible to issues. Even too many treats, as much as our chickens love them, can throw their delicate system out of balance. Another primary cause is a direct overgrowth of the Candida albicans yeast, which is naturally present in a chicken's digestive system. When the delicate balance of good and bad bacteria is disrupted, this yeast can multiply out of control, leading to the fermentation that gives sour crop its name. This imbalance can be triggered by a recent course of antibiotics or even stress. Dehydration is another significant factor. Without enough water, the crop can't effectively moisten and move food along the digestive tract, causing a traffic jam. Think of water as the lubricant that keeps everything flowing smoothly from the crop to the gizzard and beyond. It's all about a slowdown in the digestive process. Normally, the crop empties overnight as a chicken roosts and digests its food. But when it doesn't, the contents, a mix of food and saliva, begin to ferment. This fermentation is what causes the sour smell and the uncomfortable condition for your hen. Understanding these root causes is the first and most important step in not only treating a case of sour crop, but also in preventing it from happening in the first place. A little knowledge goes a long way in keeping your flock healthy and thriving, ensuring they live their best, happiest lives in your backyard.
Perfect.
One of the most valuable skills for any chicken keeper is learning to perform regular health checks. A great time to do this is in the morning, right as your flock comes out of the coop. When checking for sour crop, the most obvious sign is a crop that still feels full, squishy, and gassy first thing in the morning, long after it should have emptied overnight. A normal, healthy crop will be flat and empty when you check it before breakfast. If you gently palpate the area and it feels like a water balloon or a squishy bag of dough, that's a major red flag that something isn't right inside and that fermentation might be taking place. Another unmistakable symptom of sour crop is a foul, sour, or yeasty odor coming from your chicken's beak. You might notice this bad breath when you hold her close for an inspection. This smell is a direct result of the food fermenting inside the crop instead of being properly digested. Along with this unpleasant odor, you will likely see a significant loss of appetite. A chicken with sour crop feels full and uncomfortable, so she will show little to no interest in eating or drinking. She may peck half-heartedly at her food or ignore it altogether, which is a very clear sign of distress in a creature that normally loves to eat. As the condition progresses, you'll notice a marked change in your chicken's behavior. Lethargy is a key symptom. She will appear tired, listless, and may stand off by herself with her feathers puffed up, looking generally miserable. This lack of energy is a natural consequence of not getting any nutrients from her food and feeling unwell. Over time, this lack of nutrition will lead to noticeable weight loss. You might feel that her keel bone is more prominent than usual, which is a sign that she is losing body mass due to her inability to properly digest food and absorb vital nutrients. In more advanced cases of sour crop, you might witness fluid coming from the chicken's beak. This can happen when the chicken shakes her head or when you gently handle her. This fluid is the soured, fermented contents of the crop being regurgitated. It's a very clear indication that the crop is overly full and its contents have become toxic. Seeing this discharge, combined with the other symptoms like a squishy crop and bad breath, confirms that your hen needs immediate attention to help her overcome this uncomfortable and potentially dangerous digestive issue before it gets any worse. When you've identified a case of sour crop, the first and most important step is to isolate the affected chicken from the rest of the flock. This is crucial for a couple of reasons. It allows you to closely monitor her condition, her intake of water, and her droppings without interference from other birds. It also provides her with a calm, stress-free environment where she can rest and recover. Set her up in a comfortable, clean space like a dog crate or a separate small coop with fresh bedding, and ensure she has easy access to clean water. This separation prevents flock mates from bothering her while she is feeling vulnerable. Once she is isolated, you can begin the hands-on treatment. The goal is to help her empty the sour, fermented contents of her crop. You can do this by gently massaging the crop in an upward motion towards her beak. Do this very carefully for a few minutes at a time, several times a day. The hope is that this will encourage her to expel the liquid herself. It's vital to be gentle to avoid causing her pain or making her aspirate the fluid into her lungs. After a gentle massage, withhold all food for a period of 12 to 24 hours. This food fast gives the digestive system a much-needed break and a chance to reset itself. While you are withholding food, it is absolutely essential that you provide her with plenty of water to keep her hydrated. You can enhance the water to help her recovery. A great option is to add about a tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar per gallon of water. The acidity of the vinegar can help combat the yeast overgrowth. Alternatively, you can provide water with electrolytes to help replenish any that have been lost due to her not eating. This supportive hydration is key to helping her system flush out the bad bacteria and begin the healing process from the inside out. After the fasting period, you can start reintroducing food, but not her usual feed just yet. Start with something soft and easy to digest that will also help restore the good bacteria in her gut. Scrambled eggs or plain, unsweetened yogurt containing live probiotics are excellent choices. Probiotics are fundamental to reestablishing a healthy gut flora and preventing the yeast from taking over again. Continue this soft diet for a day or two, and as she improves, you can gradually mix in her regular feed. Always ensure she has access to grit to help grind up her food and plenty of fresh, clean water. While knowing how to treat sour crop is a valuable skill, preventing it from ever happening is an even better goal for a happy, healthy flock. Prevention starts with good diet and management practices. One of the most important things you can do is ensure your chickens always have access to grit. Chickens don't have teeth, so they rely on these small stones in their gizzard to grind up their food. This is especially crucial if they forage on tough grasses or are fed anything other than commercial crumble or pellets. Without grit, food can't be broken down properly, leading to blockages that can cause sour crop. Be mindful of what you're feeding your flock. Avoid giving them long, fibrous clippings from the lawnmower, as these can easily ball up and cause an impacted crop. Also, never feed them spoiled or moldy food, as this can introduce harmful bacteria and fungi into their digestive systems. Keep treats, especially starchy ones like bread and pasta, to a minimum. While they love them, these foods can easily ferment and disrupt the delicate balance in their crop. A high-quality layer feed should make up the bulk of their diet, ensuring they get the balanced nutrition they need for strong digestive and immune systems. Maintaining a clean environment is another cornerstone of prevention. You should be cleaning your feeders and waterers regularly, at least once a week, to prevent the buildup of bacteria, mold, and yeast. Sour crop is caused by a yeast overgrowth, and a dirty waterer can be a breeding ground for candida and other pathogens. Make sure the water is always fresh and clean, and that feeders are free of damp or caked-on feed. A little bit of routine cleaning goes a very long way in protecting the health of your entire flock and preventing the spread of illness. Finally, consider incorporating natural probiotics into their diet as a regular preventative measure. Offering your flock a small amount of plain, unsweetened yogurt once or twice a week can help maintain a healthy population of good bacteria in their gut, which is their first line of defense against yeast overgrowth. A healthy gut means a happy chicken. By following these simple preventative steps, providing grit, feeding a proper diet, keeping things clean, and boosting their gut health, You can significantly reduce the risk of sour crop and enjoy a thriving, trouble-free backyard flock. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn more about keeping our chickens healthy. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Valley Hatchery for more chicken care tips and tricks. Happy chicken keeping!